everybody, and welcome back to my channel, if you do watch my channel. But if you're new, then hey, I am Kate. I always get so awkward when I do YouTube videos, I can't help it. But I've got a new office, so a bit of a new scene, and I thought I would make the most of it and make myself a little scene, put a plant in the back and just make a little vibe. Got myself a hot chocolate, as always, because I am such a little hot chocolate person. Everyone keeps telling me to get a velvetizer from my hotel chocolate, so I need to look into that. But yeah, so today's video is something that I always get asked about, like at least a few times a day, and I've not really said anything about this for a long time, probably just because I've been trying to navigate it myself. But yeah, so I am going to speak about why I stopped training and how I'm looking now that I haven't been training. The reason that I wanted to make this video is obviously to give you an update as a start, but I kind of wanted to show you where I'm at and how my physique is looking now that I've basically not trained in about a year. As a lot of you will know, training was a massive part of my life. Pretty much every day, and my whole kind of business is built around it. For those of you that don't know, I'm gonna kind of run through the basics, so just so I can give you a bit of background before we get into this. So before I had about a year's break in my training, I was training pretty much every day, like at least 4 times a week, and I was training hard. I was deadlifting 100 kilos pretty much every leg day, which was 3 times a week. I was working up towards a 180 kilogram hip thrust, which is about 400 pounds if you're American, and I did this for about 5 to 6 years. And my whole kind of audience is built off this, because all I would post about is my fitness journey and my fitness transformation, and it's been a huge part of like my job, my career and everything. So it's been a massive part of my life, and I would say that I'm pretty much known for being a gym girl and my transformation. So it's a bit crazy that I've had this massive break, which is kind of why I haven't said anything for so long, because I've been just trying to work it out myself. And yes, I had a huge focus on lower body. For my first year, I don't think I'd trained upper body at all. But as time went on, I did train my upper body. I did probably 1 or 2 sessions a week, but I would never push myself as hard as my lower body. My lower body was always my thing. my glutes and my legs, I like to have them strong and big. I was known for having this massive transformation in my lower body. And yeah, I've had a year off. So I first want to talk a little bit about why I stopped training. For me, it was never kind of like one day I stopped. It was more like it fizzled, and then it got to the point where I realized I didn't want to at all. And it was just kind of a bit confusing for me, because it had been my passion and my thing for 5-6 years, which is a long time. So the first reason is that I have been so busy with my clothing business that I mean, if you guys don't know, it's Lazuli. It's been my little baby for years now, but when you do a business with no kind of third party, it is so much work. For 1 year, I think I was working like 13 to 18 hour days. Like, it's crazy. I would literally wake up, work, have like a 20-minute lunch break, work until like 11 p.m, sometimes even later than that, and then just sleep. And it was just like that every day, and that's not healthy. But it was one of the reasons that I stopped training as much, because I did not physically have time. And I love my business so much that that was just what I focused on. Like, I just loved doing my business. And yeah, the gym kind of fizzled out a bit, but I was still forcing myself to go, especially when I had time, when I had a few hours off, or sometimes I'd go on lunch, and sometimes I would just smash it all out on the weekend. But it did get very sporadic around then. And even now, I still, like around launches, I'll do 13-hour warehouse shifts where I'm actually packing orders for like 13 hours. So even now, that is just takes up so much time, and it's time that I can't swap out, do you know what I mean? I love doing Lazuli, it's my job, it's my baby, I want to grow it, I want it to succeed. So yeah, that was a massive reason that I stopped really having time for the gym. And then alongside obviously having this clothing business, I was trying to post on Instagram, post on YouTube. I obviously had sponsorship deals that I had to continue with because I didn't actually take any money out of my clothing business for 3 years. So yeah, I basically worked for free all that time. But yeah, so I needed to make money, so I obviously was doing my Instagram and my YouTube, and on top of that I was also trying to run a fitness plan business, which was just another thing, which was not taking as much time, but you know, it's just another thing. I think what happened was that fitness and the gym but just became less and less for me, and it was just the thing that I had to do, you know? It was my work, it was my social, it was what I do in my free time, it was my relationship at the time, and it was even controlling everything I ate, you know? I had to have all this protein every single day, and I had to have it 4 times a day. I had to get 130 grams of protein, and it was just controlling my life so much. It was so different to when it was just, you know, a thing that I did as a hobby. It just kind of became my whole job, my whole world, and it was too much, definitely too much. So I just kind of lost my love for it, I guess. And to be honest, lockdown really helped me because it forced me to have that time off that I probably would have just carried on trying to not have that time off. So lockdown forced me to stop for a bit, and it was what I needed. I really needed it. I was doing home workouts at the time, but I think what I realised throughout the pandemic was that I loved not having to do that, to not have to go to the gym and feel like I have to do it every day. Since then, I have received a lot of messages, you know, I've received comments saying like, you know, she looks different, or she needs to get back on the squats, or like, you got smaller. What else have I had? I think I've had a comment being like, oh, you used to look so good. Thanks. But yeah, you know, that kind of stuff. And I've also had people sometimes get angry at me in my DMs. They're like, why do you not address that you don't go to the gym? And I'm just like, I don't know why I don't go to the gym. But yeah, I've had all kinds of stuff, so this video has been a long time coming. I do just tend to block anyone who is rude because, for obvious reasons, we don't need that negativity. And if we're being honest, like if we're strictly speaking about physique, then of course I'm going to have looked better in terms of my physique when I was eating maximum protein and going to the gym every day. I mean, it's inevitable, but it's not sustainable. And at the end of the day, it is a trade-off, you know? That's how I see it anyway. I don't want to eat protein 4 meals a day. I hate protein. I don't want to spend all my free time going to the gym. I want to paint, and I want to practice my piano, and I want to work on my home and make things for my home. By making that trade, of course it's going to mean that I might not be in the best shape of my life, but that doesn't matter to me because I'm actually a lot happier now because I have so much free time, and I'm actually pretty happy in how I look, and I don't think I look that different, but obviously some people think otherwise, but you know. So yeah, having that time off, just really, I didn't have to think about how my body looked and what I was doing and if I was eating enough protein, and you don't realise when you're in the minute, in the moment, because you just want to train, and you just want to hit that PB, and you just want to, you know, beat last time, and you just want to grow muscle and do all these things. But sometimes you just have to slow down and just stop being so hard on yourself, because when I look back, like I look at myself and I think, yeah, I was in great shape, and maybe I was in better shape than I am now, but I was so hard on myself back then, and I'm actually happier now. So, you know, it's all about balance. So let's get into the physique update. So I'm just going to do like a little video of my body and show you guys what I'm looking like. I personally don't think that I look that different. I mean, there are a few angles where I can definitely tell I've lost some of my kind of roundness and toneness in my bum especially. But in terms of like my arms, my back, like I don't think I look that different. My bum is definitely a little bit less round than it was. But yeah. Okay, so before I start, I just want to say that me posing and speaking about how I'm looking, I'm not trying to be critical of myself. I'm just making observations on how my physique has changed, purely just from like a gym muscle physique point of view, and just to like update you guys. So yeah, let's get into it. First off, from the front, I don't have much fat on my abs. I never have. Like my stomach is just less, it has less fat than the rest of my body. I carry all of my fat in the back of my arms and my thighs. So from the front, I can look quite lean, even if I'm not. But yeah, I'd say I'm quite lean at the moment. Not lean, but I'd say that I haven't gained much body fat. This position is the position that I see a lot of difference in. I think that I've lost that roundness to my glutes, and I have a lot of lower bum fat. So when I trained, it kind of equaled it out a bit and made my glutes look a bit rounder. So I've definitely lost that shape in my glutes, but I can pose in that certain way that everyone poses and tense my back, bum, and make it look super round. Important to note that this is just a pose, you know. I mean, when I'm not tensing, it certainly isn't that round. So I hope that that can make you guys, you know, when you see that pose on Instagram, I hope you know that that's not actually how it looks when I'm standing still. And okay, from the back, I feel like my back view is just my strong point. I don't know why. I think it's because I have wide hips and you just can see my lower bum. So abs, like I said, I don't have much fat on my abs. Yeah. This view again is a view that I notice a lot of difference in. I've definitely lost that roundness on my side. That would be in line with obviously the glute shape. You know, glutes are round, and yeah, I've lost that kind of roundness. I mean, partly it's going to be that I'm not pumped. I mean, a lot of the pictures I took in the gym, I was super pumped, which obviously makes your muscles look way rounder. I think that's quite a misconception, to be fair, when people don't go to the gym for a week and they think they've lost all their gains, when actually it's just the pump they've lost. It takes quite a while for you to lose a lot of muscle, you know. But yeah, arms, not too different. I mean, I didn't train them that much. My back is a little bit less toned, but again, it's not something I'm too bothered about. My lower back, I see quite a big change. I think my lower back used to have a lot more of a dent. Obviously that was the deadlifts. I mean, I was quite hot on the deadlift, so that would make sense. And side, yeah, I don't stick out as much from the side as I did. I've definitely lost some shape there, but like I said, you know, that doesn't bother me. If people think that I look less good, then whatever. That's fine. I have free time, so I don't care. So the main thing I wanna kind of get across is that I hope that this can inspire someone in some way. Like, I hope that if there is anyone out there struggling with taking time off, I hope that this can be a sign that you're not going to lose your gains that quickly. You know, if you are a pro bodybuilder and you watch this video and you think, yeah, she lost a lot of muscle, this is why I need to carry on training, then that's fine. If you are in the same boat as me and you think, I need to stop being so hard on myself because I won't actually lose muscle that fast, then... But yeah, thank you so much for watching the video, and I think I might do little like updates here and then on fitnessy stuff. I can still talk about fitnessy stuff on YouTube, you know. So yeah, thank you so much for watching the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.